What happens? What happens from here?
Well, that's what we're all asking here in Taipei, and I don't think anybody has a good idea of where things go from now. So all that we do now is that the parties have until Friday to decide who their presidential candidate is going to be. That's the deadline for registering for January's election. So as you said, last week, this all started last week when the two opposition parties decided to form an alliance that would have given them a much better chance of winning in January's election. So far, throughout much of the campaign until today, the ruling Democratic Progressive Party had led quite comfortably in the polls and did look like it was heading for a third straight term in power. And so the opposition parties got together last week and decided they weren't going to, go through this election and allow the ruling party to have such an easy victory, so that they would form an alliance for this election, form a unity government were they to win. The one big decision to make there is which of their two candidates should lead this campaign. And they were going to base that decision on opinion polls. We were scheduled to get that decision on Saturday, but what we got instead was a big argument over which polls to include and over the margin of error. And so these talks effectively broke down over the weekend. Yesterday, we also got one of the candidates at a campaign rally promising to stay in the campaign and run for president for his party until the very end, thus raising further questions about whether or not this alliance can be saved. A lot of this will undoubtedly be negotiating tactics, so these talks are probably not off, but for now, no more talks between the parties have been scheduled, so we're just looking at that Friday deadline for now.